morning, guys. Welcome back to Boots and Bounty Homestead. We are starting off week 2 of our Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. And this morning, this is Monday morning, January 17th. Monday morning for breakfast. Logan is starting to cook our sausage. We're going to have burritos this morning. The only thing we do is sausage, egg, and cheese burritos. And just wrap them up in tortillas, and I mean that's all there is to it. You can also, if you don't want to do tortillas, you can use just put it in a bowl, top it with cheese, and just do we just call it sausage, egg, and cheese bowls, or breakfast bowls, or whatever. You can add whatever vegetables you want to this. Fix your burritos however you want to. Just something easy the kids can make by themselves. I'm going to be kind of in and out with work this week, so they're going to be doing most of the breakfast or cooking when they're not in school. So he's going to brown the sausage, and then we can go ahead and crack up some eggs. This is 1 pound of sausage. We'll probably do about 6 to 8 eggs, and we've already got our cheese shredded up from last week, so we will have that ready. And we can go ahead and just throw everything together, and then whenever everything is cooked, put it in burritos, wrap it up. I'll show you what they look like. Here's our burrito. Half gone. Alright, we'll see y'all at lunch. Okay, so for lunch today, everybody just kind of snacked. I had a sandwich. Logan had ramen noodles or something. I don't even think Steven ate lunch. I'm not sure. So tonight, we cleaned out the refrigerator. We're doing leftovers, pick and choose whatever you want. Some of the stuff I'm going to be remaking into another dish probably tomorrow, and seeing what else we can come up with to use it. And if I don't get to certain things like the corn or the chicken or something like that, we can go ahead and freeze that and then use that in like a soup or something like that. Here's some mashed potatoes. We could actually make some potato cakes or something out of that. So there's different things I can do with it. We've got some more cabbage here that I'm going to mix with the other egg roll in a bowl that we made, and then maybe add some chicken, maybe even put some corn in it. Just throw the stuff together and get it used up and eaten. Logan's having a second plate back there. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna have in the morning. I'll be back training a nurse, so it's gonna be hard for me to be in here to cook and then video this while I'm doing training. So bear with me this week. So it may be kind of sporadic this week, but I will do my best. So we're just going to pick and choose what we want here, and then I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay, guys, today is Tuesday, January 18th. I didn't get a chance to film any meals today because I've had a trainer here working with me in my job. So breakfast was just a pastry on the run, just a special case Nutrigrain. It was a Nutrigrain bar. And then lunch, I had some leftover chicken Alfredo that we made last week. I finished that off. And then tonight I am making a beef vegetable soup. So as soon as the meat thaws out, I will go in there and get everything put together, and I'll show you what I put in it. Okay, so we've got our meat thawed out now. I'm going to go ahead and brown it. There's no juice or grease or anything left in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour in. Once it gets through being brown, I don't have to drain it. I've got 2 quarts of tomato juice, and then I've got 1 quart of green beans, and it's totally up to your preference if you want to drain it out or if you want to leave the liquid in there. I've got a pint of carrots, a pint of English peas or sweet peas, a quart of potatoes that I do have to cut up a little bit as I pour them out. And I am going to leave the starch in the bottom because it's going to help thicken it up. I've got some leftover whole kernel corn that I'm going to put in here and use up. And then the only thing out of this that I've actually not put up myself would be this cream style corn. And I didn't even have to buy this. This was donated to us. So everything here is free except for the cost of the canning supplies. And Emma's time that she went hunting. So I'm going to go ahead and brown the meat up. Once it's browned, I'll dump everything in here and then just let it cook down. I do let everything cook down and then add this about the last 5 minutes that I let it cook. And everything's just heating up. Everything's already cooked, so everything's just got to heat up and kind of marry the flavors together. And then this will act as a thickener at the end. Make sure you don't cook this too terribly long because it will stick to the bottom. And that's it. Let's get to cooking. Hey guys, it is still Tuesday. I want to try a recipe for a Tomatillo pineapple salsa. Well, it's not really a recipe. I don't have a recipe. So what it was is we went to a Mexican restaurant that we'd never been to before, and they had the Tomatillo pineapple salsa, and it was really good. If you like pineapple, it was really good. So I want to try to recreate it, and all you need is tomatillos, pineapples, jalapenos, and garlic and cilantro are optional. You can use one or the other or both. I'm going to kind of play around with both. We're not big fans of cilantro. It does taste like soap to us. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of that in there, if any. So I've got my food processor out here. And I've got the blade on the bottom. See the blade? I got the blade on the bottom, and I'm just going to kind of throw everything in here and taste it as I go and see how much I actually put in here and kind of make my own recipe. So let's put everything in here, get to cutting it up, and see what happens. Got it made. I used 2 jalapenos, which next time I'll make sure the seeds are not in them. It's a little warm. 10 to 11 tomatillos, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic or 2 cloves, and all but 3 pineapple slices. All but 3. There's 3 in here. And I did about a teaspoon of salt. And it tastes good right now. It's a little tomatillo-y. If that's a word. It's a little green. I'm going to let it sit overnight and try it tomorrow. It is a little warm. And my lips are chapped. So I'm kind of feeling it. So I will let it sit overnight in the refrigerator, see if those flavors can absorb each other, kind of marry together and intensify, and then I will see if there's anything I need to change tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to compare this to some of the recipes on Pinterest, just to see how far off I am. Oh, I didn't put the cilantro in it either. I don't know that I want to do that because we really don't like cilantro. So, anyways, let me get back with you tomorrow about how this actually tastes. It's good right now. Kind of tangy, kind of green tasting. And hot. Everything come out of the refrigerator. So it should be cold, but it is pretty heat hot. Anyways, I'll get back with you tomorrow.
Howdy.
Okay. So we're going to video this real quick while Steven's in there doing his live. This is Wednesday afternoon. So for breakfast, we did I cut up some zucchini, and I cut up some sweet potatoes, and I put some Polish sausage in it, and then scrambled eggs. And I did like another skillet, veggie skillet, like I showed you guys last week. Lunch, what was lunch? Sandwiches. We did sandwiches for lunch. I have no clue what I told you guys yesterday, because I hadn't been where I could video. I'll get back to a better video next week. But we've just finished supper, and I wanted to show you what it was, or is. Okay, so back here for our meat, this is a, what kind of sausage is it now?
Garlic. And
I know it's garlic and onion, green onions.
Yeah, that's it.
A family friend made some and wanted us to try it. So I cut them in half. They're like, you know, a good 6 inches long or so. We just cut them in half and lightly fried them in some olive oil. And then here we've got, I used fresh red potatoes and sweet potatoes. And then I used a quart of green beans. I did salt and pepper and rosemary in this and just cooked it until the potatoes were done. I did potatoes first, and then the green beans were at the end, just warming them up. And then over here we just did some plain noodles, and I don't know if you can see that. That is really, really like sunshine yellow because we put some of our homemade onion soup mix in it, and the noodles started absorbing some of the turmeric that was in it, so it turned them kind of yellow. So there's our supper for tonight. Alright, so we are going to put our plates together and enjoy our meal, and I will see you. It won't be breakfast because I've actually got to go somewhere in the morning. I probably won't see you till supper, so I will fill you in on the whole day for Thursday, tomorrow when I'm fixing supper. Okay, so what's today? I lost count. Thursday. Yeah, January 20th. So, I was outside the home today doing some training. So, this morning, I just took my breakfast with me. Not sure exactly what Steven had because I wasn't here. I told him that we had some leftovers from yesterday. Not sure if he made them or not. Huh? Yeah. Alright, the eggs and vegetables. He said that's what he had. I got home at lunch, and I had soup and a grilled cheese. From the soup that we made the other day, and then he had our turkey, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches. I fixed him 2 of those for lunch. And tonight, this shredded chicken is still hanging around. I'm determined I'm going to get rid of it. So tonight I'm going to put some taco meat in with this and a little bit of water, refresh it, and make some taco chicken. And we are going to use this in salads. And I'm going to see what I got in the refrigerator first, and then I'll see what kind of toppings we're going to put on it. I'm sure Logan's not going to eat this, but we've got other stuff that he can eat, and that's why I fix extra. So if there's something like this that he doesn't want, or like he can make this into a burrito or nachos or something like that, but he said he didn't want it. So we've got other stuff in the refrigerator that he can eat. So with this, I'm just going to put it back in the skillet, warm it up, put a little bit of water, probably 2 or 3 tablespoons, and then I'm going to put my homemade taco seasoning in with it. And this is what Emma makes. And I've got a video that I'm going to be putting out pretty soon for our homemade seasonings that we make. And I'm going to put a little bit of this, probably, I'm going to start out with like 2 tablespoons. And we'll see how far we get. So I've got lettuce already cut up we need to use. And we've got those cherry tomatoes that I made the salad with last week that we need to use those up. And then I will probably, since I already used all of the corn in the vegetable soup, I will probably either open up another can of corn and a can of black beans and use that in the salad as well. I top mine with Catalina dressing, and Steven tops his usually with just ranch. Ranch goes on everything. So I will show you those salads here in just a minute. I'll speed up the process here and let you watch if you want. If not, skip ahead a few seconds and see our salads in the end. Friday morning. I'll give you a little bit of a different angle here. So this morning for breakfast we are doing the leftover, like from where I fried the sausages, the sausage links the other night with the potatoes and green beans and the noodles. This is the potatoes and green beans that are left over, and I'm heating them up. And I'm also going to cut up a little bit of the smoked sausage here. I think I've got a half a pounder here left from where we made some for breakfast. So I'm going to take that and I'm just going to quarter the rest of the link, quarter it, and then I'm just going to chop them up in like 1/4 inch little pieces, so they'll be little bitty triangles. And then once this is cooked, I'm actually going to fry some eggs. Usually I make 2 for myself, 3 for Steven, and I'm just going to put the meat and potatoes in a bowl, and then as I fry the eggs, I'm just going to lay them on top, so that way we can kind of like cut the egg and scoop and get the meat and potatoes too. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and get this finished up and get it all put together. Okay, so here is our breakfast. I know you can't see very much, but there is sweet potatoes and eggs and green beans, white potatoes. So this will be our breakfast for today, and cleaned out the leftovers out of the refrigerator from that meal. And so then we can move on. If nothing else, I will see you either later or in the morning for Saturday. Bye guys. Okay, so I will have time to go record a little bit today. So we're getting ready to leave, but first we are going to eat, and he is warming up the vegetable soup we had the other day, and then I'm going to make some like either grilled cheese or turkey and cheese sandwiches. And go ahead.
I wasn't sure which eye you were going to use.
There's the soup from the other night. There.
He wants to make his grilled cheese.
You want to make your grilled cheese?
I was talking about all of it.
Okay, we can make all of it. Show them some sandwiches.
Okay. We'll just see what sandwiches, who wants what.
I'm going to
Logan wants a grilled cheese, I know. So he's going to actually, okay. He's going to make the sandwiches. And then we're going to eat real quick and run. No, we're going to drive.
Right.
And then we will see you in the morning for breakfast. So hang on a second and I'll show you what we're having. Good Saturday morning to you. Ooh, I've been outside doing the chickens. My hair is a mess. Okay, I'm doing something a little different this morning. I've actually never done it before. I'm just kind of throwing it together because we have, see these baskets right here? I've got 3 of these baskets in my floor, that are full of red potatoes. They are sprouting everywhere. They are going soft on me. I have got to get these things used. We're not big like potato eaters, except for like my breakfast things that I kind of throw together, my veggie skillets in the morning. And I never think to do like hash brown style stuff. So this morning I'm going to get some of these potatoes prepared. I'm going to shred them up in my food processor and make hash browns with them. Or I'm just going to shred them up. And then I want to make, I've got some sausage thawing out over there. And I want to do a sausage hash brown casserole. But I think I'm just going to do it in a skillet. I don't care to do like dishes that say they're casseroles when I could do them in a skillet, because I know a casserole is everything kind of thrown in a baking dish and then you bake it in the oven. But a lot of recipes that are considered casseroles, I don't bake them because my stove heats up so much, and of course this morning it would help. But I try not to use my oven a whole heck of a lot. A lot of my recipes you see are done stovetop. I don't do a whole lot of stuff in the oven. But like, you know, the hash brown casseroles, the meat and potato casseroles, all that kind of stuff, I just do it in my big deep dish red skillet. I don't put them in the oven. So that's one of the things I'm going to do this morning, is I'm going to cook my sausage, you know, brown it and ground it up. Just, you know, chop, you know what I mean, chop it up as I cook it. And then the potatoes, I want to go ahead and put them through the food processor and make them into hash browns. The hash browns are going to go in the skillet, and then from there they will cook using the sausage grease, kind of like butter or whatever. And you can put butter in it if you want. And then I'm just going to top it with cheese. And you can leave the cheese off if you want. You can put like some kind of cream base in it. Like you could do cream of mushroom or cream of chicken or cream of whatever if you want to do something like that. And I'll have a video coming out soon, because I've got to make some more of my cream of everything. And this is a powder that I make, and then I make it up as I need it. And that way I control what goes in my cream of soups. So I'll have that video coming up pretty soon, because I've got to make some more of that. So you could do like a cream base. You could even put cream cheese in this, and do it like a sausage casserole kind of thing with the hash browns in it. There's so many different ways that you could do a recipe like this. So I just want to show you a basic recipe that I'm going to do this morning, just because I've got to get to work. I've got to get sewing done, and I've got to get housework done and stuff like that. And so this is something that's quick and easy. Now you can also do like biscuits and gravy with this. You can put, you know, gravy on top of it as you serve it. You could really do a whole lot of stuff with it. And I think I will make some biscuits and gravy with it this morning, which is not a norm for us. I don't make it because we'll eat it all the time. So if I don't make it, we won't eat it. So usually on Saturday or Sunday, then I try to make something that's kind of out of the norm for us. So I'm going to get this started and quit talking, because everybody will be waking up here pretty soon. Okay, let me go ahead and get the sausage browning and get the potatoes cut up, and I'll show you. I'll probably just jump to the end and show you what it looks like. I'm just going to do it all in the skillet like I explained. So we'll see you in a second. Alright, so here's our breakfast. We've got homemade white gravy, and I have a video on this. And then I've got a pan of biscuits that I'm fixing to have to flip over and get out before they start sweating. This was just a little bit of leftover dough. I just threw in an extra pan and cooked those up. And then here is the sausage and hash browns. And I have been taste testing this stuff, and it is so good. Now, you can either fix everything separately or put gravy on biscuits and leave the sausage or hash browns by itself. You can put cheese or sour cream or whatever you want to on it. You can get a bowl and just mix all it together. So there's options on how to fix a plate and eat it. I'm just going to kind of let everybody fix their own plate and fix it the way they want to, because some may not want one thing or another. Logan doesn't eat a lot of bread and biscuits and stuff except for grilled cheese. So I'm just going to let him fix whatever he wants. If anybody wants any eggs, you could fry eggs or scramble eggs or something like that. And I mean, just make it to your family's liking. But anyways, this is our Saturday morning breakfast, and I'll get back with you shortly on our next meal. So we'll see you soon. Well, guys, I'm sitting here editing this video, and seeing I never closed as of this afternoon, well, for last night. So we just finished up making breakfast on Saturday, and then right before we went dancing, we just had some leftovers or whatever, kind of pick and choose what we wanted. And then we also got a little bit to eat there because they have like a small concession stand. So we went ahead and got just a little bit snack on there. I hope you guys enjoyed this week of our meals, and I'm trying to do a little bit of different stuff. I know that I cook a lot of the same stuff, same style, same way, that kind of thing, and it's just because it fits what works for us. So I'm trying to watch you guys' videos that's doing the 3 Rivers Challenge and get some new ideas. This is what it's about, because I cook my way, you cook your ways. I cook my stuff, you cook your stuff, but we want to share how we do it, what we use, what we eat, that kind of thing, to inspire other people to use what they have and to give new ideas on how to use it. So I hope you enjoyed this week. I am working on a video for next week already, and I guess we will see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.